Have you ever played a hopscotch game? This game developed to master body's rhythm, body's strength, eye or hands coordination, and more. More muscle activities is involved in this game, right? Recall that if muscular activities get increased, then our heart will be beating faster and thus resulting in higher pumping of blood across the body. And also, the rate of respiration will be higher. So, you can see a coordinated association of various organ systems in humans. In this video, we will be discussing the basis of the human neural system. The neurological system and the endocrine system work together to coordinate and integrate every organ's operation so that they perform in a synchronized way. If you check the hierarchy of biological classification, we can infer that the nervous system is highly developed in vertebrates. Members of kingdom Protozoa and phylum Porifera lacks a nervous system. Cnidaria have undifferentiated nerve cells. Insects that belongs to phylum Arthropoda have a system constituting a brain along with several ganglia and neural tissues. Now let us learn more about neurons, the basic unit of the nervous system. First, let us concentrate on its structure. Think of a neuron as a tree. A tree has roots, stems, branches with leaves, etc. In the same way, a neuron is composed of dendrites, cell body, axon, and axon terminals. Nissl granules are granular bodies seen in the cell body of a neuron. The cell body consists cytoplasm along with Nissl granules. You can see long branch structures. They are the dendrites. These dendrites receive signals from one neuron and transfer it to the cell body of the neuron. Next, we'll learn about another part, that is the axon. An axon is a long fiber whose distal end is branched with bulb-like structures named synaptic nobes. Schwann cells are also linked with axons, and we will discuss the same later in this video. The chemical messengers are the molecule that transmits the signal to the muscles or the target region. Between the two neurons is the neuromuscular junction, where the neurotransmitters or the chemical messengers from the axon ends are transferred to the dendrites of another neuron. We can categorize neurons as unipolar, bipolar, and multipolar neurons based on the number of dendrites and axons. Let us check each one of them now. During the embryonic stage, the neurons are made up of a cell body with one axon and are named as unipolar neurons. Bipolar neurons are those neurons with one axon and one dendrite extending from the cell body. And such neurons are seen in the retina of the eye. Then, what will be the case of multipolar neurons? Multipolar neurons are neurons with one axon and two or more dendrites. Where are they found? They are found in cerebral cortex region. Based on the presence of myelinated sheet, axon can be classified into myelinated axons and non-myelinated axons. What makes the difference? Presence of myelinated sheet in the axon makes this differentiation. Now, what is a myelin sheet? Let us discuss. Myelin sheet is a layer in neurons made up of proteins and fatty substances which transmits the signal faster. The myelinated axon have a myelin sheet enveloped with Schwann cells. They are seen in spinal and cranial nerves. If you carefully check the image, you can find gaps in between two myelinated sheets. And these gaps are known as nodes of Ranvier. If these sheets is damaged, then the transmission will be delayed. Next, let us study non-myelinated nerve fibers. Here, the myelin sheet will be absent around the axon, but they are enclosed by Schwann cells. Where are they found? They are seen in autonomous and somatic neural systems. That's all about the basic classification and structural detail of a neuron. Now let us learn the division of the human neural system. The human neural system is divided into two parts. That is, the central neural system and the peripheral neural system. Now, it's time to explore the components of each system. The brain and the spinal cord are the main parts of the central neural system. So, what about the peripheral neural system? The peripheral neural system consists all the nerves of the body. Is there any differentiation between fibers? Yes. Efferent and efferent fibers comprises the peripheral nervous system. And what do they do? The efferent fibers transmits the regulatory impulses from the central neural system to the concerned parts of the body, while the afferent nerves transmit the impulses back to the central nervous system. We can classify the peripheral neural system as somatic neural system and autonomic neural system. Now, let us see what the somatic neural system does. This system relays impulses from the CNS to skeletal muscles. Then, how are signals transmitted from the CNS to the involuntary organs and smooth muscles of the body? Here comes the action of the autonomic neural system. This autonomic neural system can be further classified as sympathetic neural system and parasympathetic neural system. Another part of the peripheral nervous system is the visceral neural system. Let us check its components now. A group of nerve fibers, ganglia and plexus play an important role in the visceral nervous system. We have seen the transmission of signal across neurons. But how are these signals transmitted? Let us find out in the upcoming video. Now, let's summarize what we have learned.
Manorama Horizon. Learning made simple.